why I should host a panel discussing the impact of the COPA versus Wright and BTC Core case on the overall blockchain and Bitcoin community of the upcoming London Blockchain Convention in May of 2024. Like the high-profile case of COPA versus Wright and BTC Core is expected to establish the true identity of Satoshi Nakamoto for once and for all. And this could have big ramifications on the overall BitcoinSV and BTC Core community and overall blockchain community for, worldwide. The intellectual property rights to the white paper itself, are at stake, and this impact could be felt by everyone. Ultimately, I've just proposed to get like a panel of experts on the legal industry. Not myself, okay, but I propose to host it as a non-lawyer with a lot of experience, and then ask questions and help to kind of narrate the subject matter as to the overall impact as to what the decision will have at that time. In speaking to people in the community, there's like a huge demand for this. There's a huge need for this. Overall, just people who are not trained in understanding court opinions and what the impact of them are, the complexity of a 125-page complaint, and then you got the 502-page, Kleiman versus Wright complaint and the impacts of these rulings and how they all work. I mean, it's like, we've got to have a panel that speaks down at third grade level at times, just kind of come down to the basics and discuss the overall impacts as to what these things mean so that people can grasp their head around them from experts. I propose that we have, experts there, and even have proposed that we have people there from the trial, if possible, have the lead counsel there from Dr. Wright. Possibly getting the lead counsel there at trial itself would be an absolute blessing. I mean, it would be massive to be able to have the opportunity to sit down with counsel in there and ask questions of their opinion as to what the effects of this are, and then have other expert opinions going back and forth and debating the subject matter as to how this plays out. There could be a short-term process here where it has a very fast impact. And then again, it could have a very long and drawn out impact on things. So this is like something that needs to be heard and discussed. And the May convention, the blockchain conference, will be a perfect opportunity to do it. So I definitely propose that we put this together, and there's no better person to host it than myself. Attendees are going to be able to learn whether or not Wright was able to prove if he was Satoshi Nakamoto or not, and the evidence standards involved. And this will get insights on the personality cults and the governance structures and the claims over the blockchain history and how it's shaped into this giant legal battle. The panelists can explain legal concepts like joint authorship and copyright, and even the impact of the end-chain patents and Dr. Wright patents themselves on the overall industry. Overall, this is something that is in huge demand that people really, I believe, really want to know about, and the overall impact on this thing, because, when I first got into reading court cases and opinions, it's like, oh my gosh, it's such a giant, complex maze at times. And to be able to put this together with Wright's counsel, asking questions, presenting differences of opinion, allowing debate. I mean, ideally, even having the other side's COPA's counsel there would be ideal if they'd be willing to come. Have COPA's counsel there too. It would be a huge invite. To love to hear their opinion on the impacts of the overall decision post-trial. It'd be great to have those two guys in the same room at the time after going to battle together. Hey, that's a challenge. Get that out there if possible. But if nothing else, just have a group of experts that are going to go through and discuss the impacts of the overall opinion itself and how it's going to change the industry. All right, this is Gavin Mehl. Leave a comment below. Let me know your thoughts about what you think about this. If I should be hosting this panel, and what should be discussed there. Definitely get to it. Like, comment, subscribe. This is Gavin Mehl. We'll see you next time.